Today we're working on what might be the unluckiest Camry in America. This here is a 1999 Toyota Camry, and we picked this up from the auction a few years ago, and it's been a daily and backup car for Boyan. And when we picked it up from the auction, it had a damaged rear bumper. Somebody had bumped into it in the corner. And over the past, I don't know, maybe 3 years, it's been hit in the same spot another 3 times. So we replaced the bumper multiple times, and just last week we put the newest one on, and a couple of days ago somebody bumped into him in the parking lot. And as you can see here, they put quite a hefty dent. And unfortunately they ran off, so we don't know who did it. So we're just gonna try to attempt a few low-cost repairs and see if we can pull this huge dent out, and see if we can do it on a low budget. So we picked up a few tools to try this out. The internet favorite seems to be the blow dryer and compressed air trick, so we're gonna try that first. We've also picked up a couple of low-cost tools from Harbor Freight, including a suction dent puller that was about $4, and a crossbar dent repair kit that was about $11 with the coupon. So we'll try all of these out and see what we can do. So what we're gonna do, and what most of these directions say, is to heat up the area where the dent is for a couple of minutes, then take some compressed air and basically turn it upside down to put ultra cool air at it, and it should pop out. So let's give that a try. We've gotten the deepest part of the dent pretty hot, so we're gonna go ahead and spray it with some compressed air upside down and see what happens. Unfortunately, that did not really do anything, which we kind of anticipated, just because this is pretty thick metal, because it's kind of structural, because this is a unibody car. So we're gonna go ahead and warm it up again, but this time we're gonna move to the Harbor Freight $4 plunger and see if we can pull it out while it's heated up. Since we sprayed the area, it's gotten a little damp, so we're gonna go ahead and wipe it down before we proceed to the next step, and go ahead and try to heat it up again and use the plunger. Alright, so Boyan's gonna keep heating it from inside the trunk, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the first plunge here. Okay, that made a little bit of movement, but not a whole lot. Let's try again. So we've been able to pull it out a bit, but because we can't get a good seal down here where this crack is, what we're gonna do is heat it from the outside and actually push the deepest part out from the inside and try to get it straight. Alright, so we've gotten a little push from the inside, and we're gonna give it a couple more pushes, then we'll go back to the plunger for some finish work. And this time around, I'm actually gonna get in the car and just try to give it a little push with my foot. All right, let's see what we've accomplished and where we need to put some more pressure. So we've gotten it out decently well. There's still a few low spots, so we're gonna try to push some more of that out and get it straight, especially here. And a few more places to get the lines back right. So we're gonna do a little more heating and a little more pulling, and we may use the bridge puller kind of for some finish work to get it perfect. So we got the glue gun that came in the Harbor Freight kit, and we let it warm up. It took about 3 or 4 minutes to warm up. So we're gonna go ahead and take some of the bridge puller pieces out here and start to get this going. I'm gonna take just a bit of acetone and just kind of brush it all around this area where we're gonna put our bridge puller, and go ahead and close that off. And then it says basically just to wipe the area quickly. And now we're gonna look kind of for the center of our dent and attach the puller right to it. So we got the puller and it's got a few angled pieces. Just make sure it's clean, because whatever it pushes in will push right into your paint. And now we've got the pulling piece here, and we've just got it set on a chisel here so it doesn't get glue all over the nice epoxy floor. So now I'm going to lay it on thick right in the middle of the dent, put the glue gun down, and then go ahead and stick this in and hold it for just a bit. And now we're going to let it dry for a couple of minutes just so it gets nice good fit onto the dent, and then we're gonna go ahead and start mounting our bridge puller here. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and slide our bridge on and give it a nice angle there so it's got some good grip on the surface, and start screwing it on. All right, and now we're just gonna thread it in slowly and watch it pull up the dent. And as I'm threading this in, I can see the panel moving out, and I can feel a decent amount of resistance starting to build up as it's pulling it out. And now we've gotten kind of to the end, and it's actually done quite a decent job of pulling it up. So this low area here is now fairly even. So we're gonna move over to the next dent beside it and repeat the same procedure. So I made a mistake on the last one and kind of started pulling too soon. So on this one, I actually let it dry for about 4 minutes just so it could get a little bit of a better grip, so we're not repeating this process over and over. So I'm gonna go ahead and tighten it down and try to pull this one out. And it actually did quite a decently good job of pulling on it. Now I just need to do probably one more pull here, and this bottom line will be restored. All right, so now we're gonna do some finishing work on this top area here. We have a very small low spot here and a bit of a high spot beside it, and I believe that they should even each other out once we start pulling on that one. So we've used all of the tools we picked up, and as you can see, we've made considerable progress. So the panel now is at about 95%. We still probably have, I would say, maybe 15 or even 20 pulls to get all the small dents out. And I'm sure we won't get it 100%, but it'll be pretty close. For the cost involved and about 2 hours we've spent so far, it's actually worked pretty well. The plunger kind of helped us out in the beginning. We were able to get maybe 1 or 2 pulls where it actually did something, and then the area was too wavy for it to pick up. But for $3.49, it's well worth it. The hair dryer and compressed air trick did pretty much nothing. It popped a little bit, but the dent was too big, or maybe our blow dryer wasn't hot enough or something like that, which didn't really do anything, so it was kind of worthless. The star of our repair is this set here, which we picked up for about 11 bucks with the 20% off Harbor Freight coupon, and we've been using that for the past hour, and it's actually done a really good job. The only thing to watch out for is the glue gun. Make sure that you put it on something that won't burn, and watch your hands and fingers and when you're putting it on, as it's not really regulated, so the temperature kind of goes up and down. It stays liquid always for you to put it on, but sometimes it will get really liquid and start dripping off. Other than that, you have 2 sizes, so you want to make good use of them. Removing the glue is a bit of a pain, but it can be done. And the tool they give you for punching down the high spots in the surface is actually useful. We've used it to restore this body line here mostly because of a crease that was created from the hit, and that's basically what we're going to do down here. If you've had a panel repainted, you have to be careful that you don't pull any paint off, like we had some pulled off here, but other than that, the glue is perfectly safe. We're going to call this about a 90% success and keep working on this, doing some more pulls to get it fully evened out, probably touch up this paint a little bit. And I think they're all good processes except for the compressed air, and I think it should be a job well done for 11 and 4 for about $15 total. So please remember to like and subscribe and check out our other videos.